Hi, welcome to Nauset Sports Rundown. I'm your host, Derrick.
And I'm your co-host, CP.V.
So today we will give you the spring sports review. Spring sports will start the third week of March. Many athletes are getting ready and training hard every day. Here are the varsity sports this spring: boys and girls lacrosse, boys and girls tennis, boys and girls track, baseball, sailing, softball, and unified track.
Now let's start off with the teams, starting with unified track. Under the direction of new head coach, Mr. Jake Picard, the unified track team is only in its second year and should have some exciting meets this season. Two key players to look for this season is Maxwell Moran as well as Matt Monroe to lead the team. The next team up is sailing. Alexis Matheson is the head coach this year, along with her assistant head coach, who also happens to be her father, Mr. Mark Matheson. Look for some returning players this year in Tana Cornell, Emily Miller, and Liam Lawless to turn heads all season.
And now on to boys and girls lacrosse. The boys lacrosse team is coached by Chris Gilderhouse. Boys look out for Ethan Still, Cole Ventimiglia, and Luke Ventimiglia. So Cole, how does it feel to play against your brother?
Well, playing against my brother is always fun competition that we can always take off the field, like in the backyard. But you gotta remember, family always comes first.
And now on to girls lacrosse. The girls lacrosse team is coached by Helen Stevens. Girls to look out for are Sydney Nickerson and Abby Riccardi. And now on to an interview with Ethan Still.
Hi, I'm Cole Ventimiglia, and I'm here with Ethan Still, the goalie of the Nauset boys lacrosse team. And we're here in the preseason, gonna ask him a few questions. So, Ethan, being the goalie of the team, how have you been preparing yourself in the off season for this upcoming season?
Well, I've been lifting a lot, trying to get my strength levels up. Reaction time is really a big thing when you're playing goalie, so I've been trying to do a lot of reaction drills at home. And I've also been playing every Sunday up at Plymouth Sports Complex with all the boys.
Mm-hmm. Ethan had a marvelous season last season, but how is he going to improve this season, and what is his personal goals for this season?
This season I'm really trying to make a first team ACL. That's really a big thing for me. Last year I felt like my performance was pretty underappreciated by the league, so I'm really trying to improve upon that and make it a little better.
Mm-hmm. And Ethan, do you have any other team goals that you want to set, being one of the leaders of the team this year, senior goalie?
Well, I would really like us to win our first playoff game. Last year we made playoffs for like the first time in a while, and I'm really hoping that this year we can come out and catch that dub in our first playoff game.
Thank you, Ethan, for coming out here and having this quick interview with me. I'm Cole Ventimiglia, and this is Ethan Still, and back to you. Thank you, Ethan Still, for that interview with me.
And next, we have boys and girls tennis. The boys tennis team is coached by Mr. Brenman Gutman. Boys look out for are Doug Bazzaio, Caleb Cardwell, and Hayden Trudell. And now on to girls tennis. The girls tennis team is coached by Kathleen Trangoli. Girls to look out for are Gabi Dodoli. And now on to an interview with tennis player Hayden Trudell.
Hello, I'm Kevin Amarillo here with Hayden Trudell, who is going to be on the boys varsity tennis team this year. And Hayden, I have a few questions for you. That's okay. Number one, what are you most excited about for this season?
I'm excited to play with the same team. I'm also excited that basically the same team coming back, and hopefully we can improve from last year.
Okay. Another question, what are you most nervous about?
Probably getting our butts kicked by Barnstable because they're pretty darn good.
They're a better team than you guys?
Definitely.
Oh. Alright, what are your favorite parts of the tennis season?
Probably just enjoying the team. I mean, the team's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun just because the practices are pretty laid back. So.
What do you mean by laid back?
We just basically play tennis. I mean, we don't do running. We don't have to do really any running at all. Just play tennis.
Okay. Thank you, Hayden. Now back to the studio.
Thank you, Hayden Trudell, with that interview. For boys and girls track, they're both coached by head coach Maura Nobili. Boy runners to look out for this year are Richard Ramsey, Jake Pearl, and Jeremiah Prunga. The girl all-stars we have this year are Abigail Farrell, Isabel Nobili, and Monique Malcolm. Boys baseball and girls softball is up next. The boys baseball team is coached by Jeff Phillips. Some returning players to look out for are Henry Blanchard, Casey Quinn, Chris Beach, and Stephen Kalanick. The girls softball team is coached by Bob McDougall. Some players to keep an eye out on are Summer Steinruck and Abby Higgins.
Well, that's all we have for you folks. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Derrick
And I'm CP.V.
See you next time.